World Chess Champion Ding Liren with us. Thank you so much for your time. Have you looked up the news today, because your photo has appeared on CNN, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Yahoo News, and of course all Chinese media. How do you feel about this?
Well, actually I didn't follow any news today. My feeling of becoming world champion, of course, actually it's quite a mixed feeling. Yeah. First, it's of course very proud to become the world champion. But secondly, it means I have to devote more into chess.
Can we talk a little bit about how you studied chess at the first place? You were 4 years old only when you started to play chess. Who was your coach, and what's your first memory about chess?
Well, it was very, very long ago. It was when I was at 4. I heard that my mother sent me to the I forgot if it's a local chess club, not chess club, local the chess association, to study chess. And yeah, I made a big improvement at that time. Yeah, I can recall 4 coaches at that time. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in the top floor of the building, the training room, and you know, every weekend and the Wednesday night, I spend a lot of time there.
What was the moment when you realized that you could become one of the best chess players in the world?
Well, at one moment, several years earlier, you know, some chess fans on the internet, they said, well, sometime I can play like with a rating of 3,000. Yeah, at that time I think, well, my ceiling is quite high. I can play, sometimes I can play like engine. And yeah, at that time I started dream of very higher.
Ding, was there any moment during your chess career when you thought about giving up chess?
Yeah, there are some times. Just before this match, I also thought about if I lose the match, I may quit the chess after this year. I may just retire totally from chess. But but things went differently, the other direction. You know, the life is so so strange. There are 2 different ways, and in the end, you know, it all decided in the last minutes.
What was the lowest point of the match for you?
Well, I guess it was during the 7th and 8th games. The 7th game, I spoiled the advantage with black pieces in time trouble. In the 8 games, yeah, at one point I was nearly winning. I know I'm winning. I know he made a blunder by take my knight with bishop. Yes. I know I was winning, but at that point suddenly my motivation dropped. I'm not that eager to win, I can feel. I said maybe I was satisfied with the lose. It means yeah, that's so. If you're looking back from the whole tournament, I can say this is the lower point with my spirits.
You said that becoming a world champion was not that important for you. How did you find the motivation for such demanding challenge? And as you mentioned that at some point during the match, you sort of lost the motivation.
Yeah, the motivation they given me by my friends, also Richard Rapport. He gave me many inspirations in the opening. Sometimes I thought, well, chess, there are so many openings have been analyzed, have been used, so it's quite boring to just follow the computer lines. I want to play something new, but I don't have this kind of creativity. So that's why I thought Rich Rapport is a very good player, to work with, because he has such interesting ideas all over the openings. Because maybe he thinks differently than me. I think our cooperation at least are quite happy. Even sometimes I played worse. I didn't play so well in the opening he provided to me. You can see in the second one, and also the idea, very powerful idea, cannonball idea. Rook a2, I didn't throw the win. I missed the win, but when analyze it, when training the lines, we really enjoyed the games, the training method.
Right. At one of the first press conferences, you mentioned that you enjoy very much to listen music with Richard, and you specifically mentioned this rock 18. Can you tell us if there is one song that you were listening during the match, which was very, very touchy for you?
Well, the touchiest is Blowing in the Wind. The story about a teenager to become a man. Maybe it's part of the reason I like this music, but also like as the name of the song, the answer is Blowing in the Wind.
Do you realize how exciting is this match for the chess fans? Millions of people were following the match. Do you have something to tell them?
Yeah, I did what I did. Well, before the tournament, I said to Richard, I said something like, well, I'd like to play something new and wait the good things happens. Then I'm right at that point. Actually, I play something new, and in the end, the good things really happens.
Let's talk a little bit about the last moment. After winning the last game, it was a very emotional moment for you. You took some moment to go to your rest lounge. All of us want to know what was the thoughts in your head at that moment. What was your feeling?
Well, actually, I cried in the my rest room. I cannot control my emotion at the point. And I know myself. Just before the tournament, I have told somebody that if I win, I will cry. First, the difficulties of myself to overcome so much difficulties. Well, that's just basically what I thought there, after the resignation.
Would you prefer to defend your world champion title against Magnus Carlsen, or maybe some youngsters like Firuza, Abdusattorov, Gukesh?
Yeah, I'm willing to take any challenge now.
Thank you so much for your time, for your answers.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Yeah, I think I did a good job. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You did a good job. Thank you so much.